this is a little... There we go, that should do it. Right. I hope everybody has had a good week. I've been well, relatively busy this week. Emphasis on relatively, not all that busy. Let me just turn the old brightness down. Because it's very bright on my PC screen. And I'm not a fan, I have to say. Need to turn my PC notifications off. But I will sort that out later on. But yeah, well, welcome in. Oh. So, I have a plan today. I have a plan. I'm going to try something. Maybe it's going to work. It's going to be fun, but it might be a bit of a disaster. I shouldn't think it's going to be that bad, but, like, who knows? Because I don't. But the plan is I so very much inspired by old Seth Bling and Strata Games. I am going to attempt to work on a custom Magic set, which is something I've done sort of for fun in my free time several times before, and I've had a fair amount of enjoyment with. But I wanted to try doing it on stream because I think it could be really enjoyable. The main sort of theme is we're doing something called top-down design, where we take a theme and we try and fit everything around that theme, as opposed to bottom-up, which is we start with mechanics and then work flavor that works around those mechanics. We're doing the inverse. Both have their, both have their ups and downs. Top-down can lead to a lot more flavorful mechanics, but can also lead to, like, a lot of shoehorning. Whereas bottom-up is much easier to write. Like, generally things aren't quite as interesting, though are more consistent. And the sort of the design concept is, well, the War of the Roses, because I think it's an interesting part of history that prior to doing a little bit of research I knew functionally nothing about, despite being, English, and that being a very important part of English history, because I was taught, like, I didn't take history to a particularly high level, but I still took it as a subject, and I learned about the American West and medicine, and a little bit of the World Wars, emphasis on a little bit. And that was it. No actual, like, English history, including, like, 1066, Battle of Hastings and all that shit. Don't know fuck all about that. Played some Crusader Kings. It's about the extent. That's about it. But yeah, sort of the aim for all of this is to make a set that is interesting and flavorful, and has some cool mechanics in it, and has some cool theming. I have the very, very basics of, like, a handful of ideas at the moment, and some characters to work with, and that's all I have. I have some history, like some world-building stuff, but nothing too serious. So I'm just going to change over to screen capture. Here we go. So this is Magic Set Editor. This is what we're going to be using for basically everything. But I do have, like, stuff over and down here. Now, this is functionally what I have so far. I was initially going to do allied color pairing factions, and then I realized, fuck, I can't do the things I want to with that. So then I went with wedges instead. I know Ikoria just did wedges, so wedges aren't exactly new and spicy at the moment, but I wanted to do wedges, so fuck you, I guess. In theory, I could drop all the way down and do monocolor, because the theming I have in question would fit monocolor very well, but I don't know if I want to do it, so I don't think I will. Certainly would end up being a wedge set one way or another, if I were to even try and go down to monocolor. I'm also going to turn some music on, because the lack of sound is making my brain go eee, or whatever unpleasant noise. Oh. Whoops. I had my audio device set to the wrong thing. I don't think I made a difference for you guys, but it started coming out of my speakers. I was like, no, I don't want this. This is not what I wanted. Stop it. Do not like this. Okay. So we got some dudes here, and my thought was, conceptually at least, was to have basically the same sort of plot of the War of the Roses, just with a lot more factions, as opposed to 2 factions with, people switching sides between them. It's 5 factions, because that's how Magic works. Because you can't really have any less than 5 factions, and if you do, it ends up looking really messy and making OCD people cry and scream, which is what Ixalan does to me, because there's only 4 factions, and they did it technically adds up, but I still hate it. I still fucking hate it. But the main sort of thing here is that I have 5 factions, and if I go over to here, I got a big old family tree, which I've just sort of fucked around with. So a lot of this is, not concrete and will change. But we have our king. So there we go, we'll zoom in a bit. We have King Baldric III of House Milsett. Note that he's grayed out. He's dead. And the reason for him being dead is largely irrelevant. But when he died X amount of years ago, probably sort of some 20, 30 years ago, all of his kids sort of went, I want the throne. And then all of his other kids said, I too also want the throne. And they've been worrying about it for a while. To a point where this lady, the eldest of his, one of the eldest of his children, has grandkids. So let me just zoom out a bit. So our factions are, we have the king's first son, from his original marriage with this lady, Planeswalker from Theros. We have this guy who's now dead, but his son, Serapis II. We go up. He is the crown prince, for all intensive purposes. Well, technically his father was, but now he is as well, because of the way succession works. We are sort of, technically speaking, the rule of succession was not instated until many years after the War of the Roses, because of the rule of succession. But we're going to pretend that it's in state here. Or, no, it's probably more interesting if it isn't. Yeah, it's more interesting if it isn't. So you got all these pretenders. Serapis is probably the closest thing you can get to a true heir, but there's loads of other pretenders. For starters, you have his second child, because after this Planeswalker lady pieces out, he remarries and has 3 more children. He has Eris, his daughter, Beauregard, and Everard. Eris is alive now and is very old and is sort of a sneaky figure who sort of manipulates people in the shadows, that sort of thing. Some very, very, very basic stuff. She has her grandson who she's sort of trying to put on the throne and be the kind old grandmother giving him all the advice, when actually she's the one in control. Hence why she is Sultai. Also Serapis is Abzan. Mostly because he filled the gap. I don't really have anything for this dude yet. He's just Abzan. That's all I know. He has a cool grandma, and he's Abzan, and that's it. That's all I know. There's Beauregard. He's a vampire now, because story, haven't worked that out yet, but he's a vampire, because vampire factions are always really fun. And then there's Everard, who likes war, and now has a son who is, well, he's the guy that runs that faction, and they're Teamer, except, well, they're Teamer. They're Teamer, they care about fighting, so Teamer seemed appropriate. And then, at some stage, he has a bastard daughter, who in turn has a daughter, who's like, you know what? I'm gonna be Jeskai, and also, like, marry into a noble house, and, like, claim myself for the throne. That sounds cool, and that's what she's doing. So none of these people are sort of good. I imagine the goodest ones are Rain and Serapis, but none of them are, like, actually good people. I think is probably going to be a major player, in that, like, you know, for story reasons, you can probably gauge that Rain is an icon, because I don't know, I haven't worked this out yet. I'm not going to predetermine all the story and then cram the mechanics around it, because that's just kind of a bad idea, really. But enough of this stupid family tree I didn't need to make. I'm going to go back to Magic Set Editor. And these are the cards I have thus far. You'll notice down here that this is just a test, and all of these are subject to significant change. But here's Beauregard. He is Mardu. His name is very squished, because his name's quite long. But he's a vampire noble, he's got menace and lifelink, and this is the Mardu mechanic I have at the moment. I'm not 100% on it, but I kind of like it. It's like, as long as your opponent, it should probably be each opponent has less life than you. Though that does make it kind of shitty in Commander, but this is meant to be played in a vacuum. Meant to be played, you know, constructed. You know, you play this set constructed, or you play this set sealed, or something. That's sort of the idea. I'm not going to build for draft, because personally, I don't like draft. I have a passionate distaste for it. See the appeal, and I still hate it. But I am going to be doing Signpost on commons, because there's just a good design point. But yeah, so the cruelty, as long as your opponent has less, each opponent has less life than you. And Beauregard in question gets +2/+2 and gains flying. He gets a sack outlet, because I guess that can be their sort of sub-theme, is sacking. Maybe Rakdos ends up being the sack signpost, which is generic as hell, but, you know, it's Rakdos. Like, that's kind of all Rakdos does. I mean, it does other things, I'm sure, but it's certainly, in my admittedly limited experience, it's almost certainly Rakdos' core identity is lol, gonna sack stuff. This is, so Beauregard has just got a cool name. Eris. This could be fun. Target creature an opponent controls fights another target creature that opponent controls. It's Calumniate. I'm gonna have to come up with a better name, but it's like the closest synonym to infighting I could find. And then she basically thought erasures people whenever one of their creatures does damage to one of their other creatures. And she is a human noble advisor. It's just a creature type soup. A whole fucking thing. Everard needs to have the second taken out of his name, and also has nothing on his card yet, because I haven't decided what he's going to do. I started making it like a week ago and was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to stop here, and then I did. So I made some... So I came up with these mechanics, and I wanted to sort of create sort of common or uncommon engines for those mechanics. Ways that they can be used. There's Famished Envoy, which is, I think actually really good. Famished Envoy is kind of well. It's a 0/2, so it's probably not anything special, but it's okay. It shits all over Uro, so which isn't really a design point, but you know, shitting on Uro is generally just kind of a good thing, really, because it is Uro. So yeah, you obviously you gaining life is a very good way for your opponents to all have less life than you. Whoop-de-doo, like big brain going on there. And then Gossiping Maid is she just ETBs and calumniates, and also has some flavor text with no name in it yet. But the idea is that she's talking mad shit, and that's sort of Eris's whole deal. Is she just has this small army of handmaidens and spy handmaidens and spy guards, and I say, thanks for dropping in. I say I just now taking the plunge. I remember I was like browsing YouTube a few months ago, and I was like, there must be like some content. Like there's the thing that Setbling did. There must be some other content for like custom magic stuff, and it was like there is literally this single person, the only person I could find after like 2 hours of searching. I was like, well, let's binge all of this then, and then I did. I think that was it must have been like 2 or 3 months ago, I think. But yeah, no, it's good shit. It's good shit. Design review and I forget I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. I'm making a fool of myself, but alas. I'm gonna go fucking find it, because this is annoying me. I can't remember what it's called now. A bit stupid. Fuck. YouTube is determined to not let me find what I'm looking for. Oh, it is. Oh, right. Okay, I thought I was just being an idiot. Yeah, I was saying that's really like just kind of blew my mind. I was on there and I was like, there's seriously like there is one person doing it, and like there was like people like doing reviews. There was like one person I saw that did quite a lot of it, and I was like, there's no one making any. I think the commander's quarters have done it a little bit, but not like actual set design or anything. It was like you and Seth Bling are like literally the only people I've ever seen do actual set design on anything. It's good stuff. Oh. Yes, this is basically what I have so far, is like 2 faction mythics. Yeah, I remember you telling me about that the other day, and I was like, I knew there were like custom Hearthstone like sites, and there's custom Magic sites as well, and I just assumed that was, it was the same as Magic, where it's just like, yeah, there's a couple sites for it, and there's like a subreddit, and that's it. But no, you saying like how massive custom Hearthstone is. Like, I guess Hearthstone is slightly easier to design for than Magic, but again, that doesn't really seem to, I don't know. I no idea. I just don't understand it. It seems like such a, I don't know. But that aside, the last thing I have, and it's something that I'm maybe not going to do, just because of how much of a nightmare it'll end up being to balance, is a mechanic called Levy, which, if you read this alone, I think anyone who played a certain block will know exactly what Levy counters basically are. It's energy. It's energy with a bit of a twist, just with a different flavor, really. Poor Dermot. Poor Dermot. Just energy makes him want to end it all. Sadly, I am too new to Magic to have experienced energy. I started just under 2 years ago. I say I've said this to many people before, but I started, I think, days after Ravnica Allegiance came out. the memories come flooding back. Felidar Guardian sort of enters your mind in a whirlwind of hatred. But yeah, what I'm going to do with levy counters, I'm not 100% sure on, but I remember seeing the unused sort of skirmish mechanic from War of the Spark. And I was like, well, this looks really fucking good. I do not know this card. Let's go look it up. I've never seen this card before. It gives you the energy you need to use its ability instantaneously. Yeah, just a tad. Just a tad. I think it's ridiculous. If it didn't give you energy, then I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be so bad, but that seems nuts. But I don't know. Again, energy is a sort of a nightmarish concept to me because I didn't play with energy, so I don't really know what energy cards are good. Let's look up this card as well. So it's one of the main reasons I'm not particularly psyched to as much as I like the idea of doing innovation. Okay, right. Yeah, I like this. This is really cool. This is really unique. Yeah, I like this a lot. But yeah, I think it's something I want to try. I'm not sure how it's going to work. I'm not sure exactly what it's going to do. I was initially going to sort of embed a specific mechanic in levy counters themselves. You know, have them be able to do something, but I'm not sure. Levy counters, like energy, are going to be 5-color. Basically, my plan is to have a mechanic for every single faction, and then have levies kind of exist within all of the factions. Even if it's very specifically focused in, 3 or 4 colors, which it probably will be. I imagine it will be very prominently in white and red, with a side in black. But every single, faction has, either white or red in it, or has white, red, or black in it at the very, very least. Yeah, because there's, for example, Eris's faction, which is Sultai, probably won't have very much, very many levies in it, because the only color that I don't know, I haven't decided exactly, but again, we're very bare bones at the moment. You're listing all these cards I've never heard of. That's a big elephant. Is he sucking up the energy? this thing doesn't seem so bad. But, I mean, it is effectively a 3-4 for 1, but I don't know. Again, I'm still pretty on the fence about using levies or not, but that aside, my sort of mission for today is to establish the foundation for the set, mainly by doing what I've done already and having these sort of faction like mythic leaders, and then having, you know, common and uncommon representations of, you know, sort of them using their mechanics in a way that represents them clearly. See, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It's I remember initially seeing energy for the first time and thinking it was dumb, and then I kind of looked into how it worked a bit more and what Kaladesh was like, and then I was like, huh, okay, no, I think this is actually kind of neat. I like. Yeah, I think it's just the way energy counters look, because they would look awful. Like, hang on, let's just test with this blank card. Look at that. That. Yeah, that's a Pokemon card right there. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's horrible. I can't even put the Levy ones in because I have to do LV and then hit star. I mean, actually, maybe I could. Oh no, I haven't even put them in the big section. But yeah, so we have Beauregard, who I think is actually probably quite a powerful card, because he's like. Oh yeah, but I mean, they would have a CMC of 0, but yeah, I think energy is better as a secondary cost, because energy looks awful in the cost box, and also, like, again, energy is way easier to get, and your energy just kind of sits with you for the whole game. So, whereas, you know, you can't tap all your you can't tap all your lands and float all the mana until your next turn and have double your mana, whereas you can with energy, I guess. So my thing is, I think I'm gonna try and come up with a mechanic for Everard. Everard Battlemonger. So his faction, the House of Ferox, they care about combat. So presumably they should have some kind of ability that allows you to do stuff that either occurs when you do something in combat, or here's a very simple idea. See, Raid is a little, like, barbarian-y, and they're just sort of like, they're not knights, but they're very skilled soldiers that like to fight. I also, if I ever end up using R, I'm 100% putting him on a horse. It's like, that's why he has trample, because he has a horse. Banding. You know what? Fuck you. I'm gonna do no, I'm not gonna do banding. I'm gonna try and, like, I'm gonna go read banding and see if I can make heads or tails of it. Because that would be fun. Oh no, I just googled the word banding. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking moron. I just googled the word ban. Oh wait, no. It's the fourth one down. Never mind. I'm not as stupid as I thought. Oh my Jesus fucking. Oh right, no. Okay, that's two separate. So it's only this long, and this one is only this. Right. So. Okay. Any creature with banding and up to one without can attack in a band. Okay. Bands are blocked as a group. If any creature with banding you control are blocking or being blocked by a creature, you divide that creature's combat damage, not its controller. Oh, okay, the enunciation in that sentence is really weird. You divide that creature's combat damage, not its controller, among any of the creatures it's being blocked by or is blocking. So basically you say, you assign combat damage. So it's just like, when a band you control becomes blocked or is blocking, you determine the distribution of combat damage, which is mostly fucking pointless. I sort of already knew that, but I was certain there was some other, like, esoteric quality to banding, and there just kind of isn't. Yeah. To be fair, something like banding, I think with more modern sensibilities, could actually really work. Yeah. Except it also works when you're blocking, and thus kind of doesn't really do anything. Like, I think banding, if it worked a bit like mutate, would actually work really, really well. Let's finish my tea. Maybe, like, I'm actually really, like, honestly considering this now, because green is, like, red is the color of, like, battle, right? Like, combat. And green is the color of community. And blue is the color of strategy. So I genuinely think trying to make a modernized version of banding is actually kind of a good idea. It's just a way of getting that to work. So I'm thinking something called, like, formation, or hell yeah, putting the band back together. We're banding all our boys. So formation. Let's just design it on the card before we make a keyword. Whenever this creature attacks, we could go like formation 2. Or we could have numbers, maybe. Yeah. Whenever this creature attacks, let's have, like, formation N. Whenever this let's like remove this from here and just start on, like, a blank one. What the fuck is combine? I've literally never heard of combine before. What the fuck is combine? It's from it's from unstable, right? Okay, that explains quite a bit. Combine 2 cards. Its power is equal to their toughness. Its toughness is equal to their toughness. Has their names, mana cost, text boxes. Good lord. Up to N target attacking creatures you control. Create a formation. Here we go. Here we go. Exile up to N target. You may exile card name and up to N target attacking creatures you create a token. Yeah. Your idea is objectively better, but I also want to see if I can get this to work in a way that makes even slightly... If it's wordy, that's okay. It just needs to make sense on a first read through. Create a token. Holds the combined... holds the combined... Power, toughness, rules text, maybe. I have absolutely no idea what that card is. Let's find out. Oh, okay, right. You're referring to Joe's idea. Yes. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's neat. I might do something like that. Yeah, this is stupid. It was like this close to greatness, but no. The world isn't ready for banding 2. And neither am I. So, formation. Ooh. How about we combine Spider Silk's idea with Convoke. So it's tapping creatures at the beginning of combat step. Like when you declare this creature as an attacker, you may tap any number of other creatures you control. For each creature you tap, this creature gains something. I don't know. So formation. Ooh, okay. Vigilance formation. Yeah, yeah. We'll try. We can have 2 different versions of this. So I'll start with the first one and I'll go over the second one. So formation N. When you declare this creature as an attacker, you may tap up to... Oh, whoops. Oh no. Oh no. He gets to live out his mass murder dreams. That's not good. His crime spree dreams. When you declare this creature's an attacker, you may tap up to other creatures you control. For each creature tapped this way, this creature gains +1 +0 until the end. Till end of combat. Or maybe... Any number of other creatures you control. For each creature tapped this way, this creature gains plus... This could be very risky here. So, formation 2. You may tap any number of other creatures you control. For each creature tapped this way, this creature gains +1 or plus X +0 until the end of combat. Ah, good to know. Oh, I can't spell. Strikema. Seed. Oh, I haven't seen this. Oh, it's got to specify untapped, haven't I? Yeah. Sadly, I do not know Yu-Gi-Oh well enough to really know what Ghost Trick is or does. I just, you've mentioned it many times, and I feel like it's been explained before, but I do not remember. And then there is... There is, so we have, oh, that's actually kind of interesting. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it's like you tap creatures, but with extra steps. That's cool. I like that. That might actually be what I do for Abzan, to be honest. What the fuck is P? What is A? What is P and A? Why are they here? I'm concerned. Very concerned. I'm just looking for examples of okay, you do use prefix. Right, no. Whenever you declare... At any point... No, it would just be... Yeah, I just wouldn't want, like, every single, like I'm thinking of sort of like the way arena and like just like priority in general work. You wouldn't want, like, say you have like 3 formation creatures in play. You wouldn't want, like, and you know, like 5 other creatures. You attack with those 5 other creatures, and then you get like 15 like formation triggers just popping up on your screen. Obviously, this isn't going to be with Arena, but that would be how that works, and I think they would specifically want to avoid that. But yeah, I'm not sure. I think you probably target creature gains prefix. Target attacking creature gains. Does prefix not work? It doesn't like prefix. Fuck. Action? It doesn't like it. How do I get this to work? Do I use name? No, it doesn't like that. Yeah, no, it doesn't like that either. Yeah. Target creature gains island until end of turn. That's not what I want at all. That's the opposite of what I want. Iterate? What's iterate? Oh, thank you very much for the follow, OwletGames. It's just me trying to learn how to do weird shit in MSC at the moment, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but alas. Non-land, no. No. Maybe it's A is ability keyword, maybe? No. What the fuck is A and P? What does that even mean? I'm deeply confused. Very confused. I need to look up, like, the champion, like, whatever that is, because... Champion. Oh, it's just an object. So I don't want to do formation vigilance or formation menace, because it's a lot more interesting to do menace formation. But it doesn't like that. See, prefix seems to work here. Why does it not work? Ah, this is very, very annoying. It's extremely annoying. I want to automate this, but I don't know how. If I do it like this, does it just sort of magically work? Of course it fucking does. Fuck's sake. Could I put a dash in there and maybe that would work? Or can I be a bit sneaky? No, it doesn't like that. Fuck's sake. Ah, that's a right piss take. That is. Fuck's sake. Why has equip got a P on it? Strange. Strange. Not sure. I'm not sure how to set this up. It's fucking annoying. I'll tell you that much. Oh, whoops, I pressed the style button. We're going to be sitting here for a while. It doesn't like me pressing the style button. It cries a bit. Give it a second. Give it a second. Spinnerite bastard. There we go. Right. Yeah, I don't... Fuck it. I will come back to this later on. I'm going to stop faffing around with this. I do much prefer this version of Formation, though. I think this one is boring as hell. So we would have... He wouldn't have it. Like, Everard just wouldn't have it, because we want a bunch of Formation creatures to sort of tron onto him. So he sort of needs his own thing, I think. But we get something like... Oh, actually, hang on, we could... I just had an idea of how to make it work. By adding some kind of cost. No, still hates it. Never mind. Rip. A hearty rip. Yeah, I would say that's the plan here. That is the plan with formation. It just doesn't like me. It's being a bastard. But Phyroxian Night Guard. Now, vigilance is a keyword. I know it's is it going to... Vigilance is predominantly white, but does appear in green fairly frequently. Like, I think a lot of that is quite recent too. I think quite recently green has gained vigilance. I may be wrong, but yeah, it really doesn't. Presumably green vigilance creatures are... No, never mind, there's this cunt here. Sort by, release date. Wait for it. Wait for it. Ascending. Yep. Like again, green creatures just get it quite... Oh, hang on, actually, color, minus color, white. There we go. Green creatures have had it sparingly for a very long time. So I think that's okay. Namely, Magic Origins and Zendikar seems to be the stage where they're like, yeah, no, green gets vigilance now. As Rurik Thar has vigilance. Or OG Summut has vigilance. The Goodest Boy has vigilance. I mean, Questing Beast, we could just safely ignore him. Yeah, it's a lot of very recent cards have vigilance, like a lot. Questing Beast can fuck off. Like, without reading the card, tell me everything that Questing Beast does. Like, anybody that gets it right gets a cookie or something. I don't fucking know. Because, yeah. I mean, I haven't signed a contract. I'm not actually going to send you anything, but like, you know, you have some virtual props, I guess. I don't know. But memes aside, Questing Beast has your right ability wrong number. It's 2. It's powered. Questing Beast would be almost certainly would have been like banned out of standard if it was like if it shat on low CMC decks that hard. Then again, it would make red deck wins completely obsolete. So actually no, I kind of wish it did. Kind of wish it did do that. Because fuck red deck wins. Fucking hate red deck wins so much. So Phyroxian Night Guard is 2 and a green. He has vigilance. Yep. Creature, human, warrior. I'll say he's a decent, like a decent rate. He's like a 3/2. And he has vigilance formation. I think I'm just gonna have to like just set it up as automatic, right? As I'm not sure whether P works, but we'll see. No, it doesn't like it. What do I use here? A? What is A? What is the letter A? No, doesn't like that either. Definitely not energy. Non-land, no. Maybe. No. That's a fair point, actually. Yeah. Target creature. Activate this ability only during your attack phase. Or no, combat phase. So there we go. I guess action is probably the... There we go, yeah. Target attacking creature you control gets vigilance until end of turn. Yeah. Wait, no, fuck, it didn't change. Okay, yeah. Okay, there we go. So... should probably look at this actually. Keyword vigilance, CMC 3. Should probably not sort by release date, or if I do, I should sort. Welcome in. Well, Kahira is a 3/2 with vigilance and a whole other mess of text. Well, obviously it's a rare and this is a common, so here you go. This thing. This is a single one. He's a. Well, that's a thing with. Oh no, I need to rarity common. So 1/4. Oh, here we go. Yeah. So this is a slightly better version. So yeah, it seems to be because Dragon Bell Monk. Yeah, it seems to be things that just have. Yeah, vigilance will be a 3/2, whereas if it has anything else, it'll be a 2/2, which seems fair. Certainly as a common, anyway. That makes a lot of sense. So for Roxy and Night Guard, he's vigilant because he's a Night Guard, and he's not shit Night Guard. He's actually good. No, like meme cards or anything. He's like actually good at his job. Oh, God, I need to. Oh. So I mean, now like Everard actually needs a design of his own. He's got haste and trample because he's 100% got a big horse. Maybe it's evil. Maybe it's a spooky horse. Nah, maybe his horse looks a little menacing. Who knows? So, with this guy, yes, actually, that wasn't the intended design, but yes, he can do that. I guess because he himself has vigilance, but which I suppose actually makes this card quite good. Like, yeah, this is actually like a really good card. So especially at common, anyway. Oh yes, of course. Wait, no. No, you could declare, because you can declare all of your attackers. Oh wait, no. You could declare him as an attacker, and then I think you can activate his ability whilst you're declaring attackers. Oh, of course. Yes. I'm a fucking moron. Yeah, I didn't even fucking... Wait, no, he's got Vigilant, yeah. Yeah, can he... I swear you can... I'm trying to think, can you activate abilities? Okay, that's just my times playing Arena. Yes, see you later, Dermot. Well, that's fine. That's not a big deal. He's either here as a 2/2 with Vigilance for 3, which is not a horrendous rate, or he, it's later on in the game and you've got to be like a big boy. Yeah, yeah. That's okay though. That's fine. I think it'd probably be very, very strong if you could attack with him and then give something else Vigilance anyway. So that's okay. Maybe we could upgrade Vigilance later on if it proves to suck. We could make it so that when this creature attacks, target creature you control gains this keyword ability. Wait, that also wouldn't work. Fuck. It would be like at the beginning of your combat step or something. I don't know. If like formation proves to just not be very good, then you could do that. If anything, actually, I think that might just make more sense. Like, hang on. No, the idea is that formation gives things keywords. We'll give this a go, and this thing should probably go down to a no, I'd say this. Yeah, I think this may prove to be very, very strong, but we shall see. Oh, I just had an idea for Everard. He's gonna be Battle Master. Whenever gets a gains a keyword ability, he instead gains a keyword counter. I don't know whether that works at all. Oh, welcome in, Livy. This is going pretty good so far. We've not made a huge amount of stuff, but it's mostly just been like experimenting with design stuff. It's a keyword ability. Nah, this is dumb. This just doesn't work. Everard, Battlemaster. I'm trying to remember the names of all the fucking keywords, because I don't know them off the top of my head. Death Touch, Defender, Double Strike, First Strike, Flying, Haste, Hexproof, Indestructible, Lifelink. Okay, right, hang on. Oh, it even shows you what colors they're in. That's ridiculous. Yes, of course. I forgot about him. He'll be here too. Oh, no, he won't. Yeah, no, he won't. Motherfucker. I think it's Crystalline Giant. Yes, it is. So this basically turns formation. So Everard, he's such a great trainer for his troops that he turns their temporary formation bonuses into permanent battle learning and understanding or whatever, which is why he's the battle master. He's kind of like like Taskmaster, I guess, and not great. What's his name? He's the Marvel villain, not Greg Davies. Greg Davis even. And then he can be a 4/4 because I think that, that seems he's a he probably shouldn't be a haste 4/4 haste trample for 4. Oh, apparently he lying is one of the keywords. No, it's flying. I shouldn't put a comma in. Gains a keyword from among. There we go. Okay. These are not sorted alphabetically, and that really fucks me off. Among +1/+1. Death touch. Double strike. First strike. Flying. That's a good point. Among Death Touch, Double Strike, First Strike, Flying, Hexproof, Lifelink, Manage, Reach, Trample, and Vigilance. Instead, put a counter of that kind on that creature. Hey, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, this guy seems really good. He comes down. Oh, the haste should be on there too. Yeah, he comes down and, maybe tramples your opponent for 4. On the turn they get it, it'll be useful. It'll be useful. It's fine. I'm gonna keep it in there. Because it counts as a counter, and that means it stops whatever the fuck it's called. Active Heartless Act? Heartless Act. So yeah, I guess Everard and just his faction, Ferox, they care about keywords, and they care about having lots of dudes, and they care about combat, which is pretty neat. I like that. I'm very on board. So we've got 3 now. We've got Ruecaster, who the Ruecaster faction, who care about cruelty. Yeah, it should probably be more than 4 mana. That was at least go up to 5. I think that's like at least go up to 5. That's it's a mid game card, mid game crazy. Ooh, yes. Whenever a creature you control would gain. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, we got the Ruecasters, who care about all of your opponents having less life than you. We have I forget what they're called. The Arnjets, who care about your opponent's creatures fighting each other, and just disinformation is probably like some discard. All about disinformation. Oh. This means we can probably take this out. Yup, we can take that out. Yeah. So we have the Anjets, who care about your opponent's starts fighting, and we have the Ferox, who that care about keywords and combat. So we have two more. We have Rain, something, and she is Jeskai colors. There we go. I mean, that won't be in the set, so it's okay. So we have Rain, who is Jeskai. She's not a noble. And I'm not sure what her deal's going to be. And then we also have whatever the fuck his name is, Serapis, who is Abzan. Now, I did, sadly Dermot is not here to witness. Fuck you, I'm not putting Cyclonic Rift in there. Not a monster. So Serapis is a legendary creature, human, noble. This means nothing so far. This doesn't mean anything, but it's going in there because I think it'll be interesting. He's a warlock. He's a gamer. Human, noble, gamer. There we go. There we go. Now, I'm pretty sure that's just my own title right there. Human, noble, gamer. Now, tapping down creatures is a very blue effect. It also appears in white. It also appears on Asquatch, who is a donkey lord. That is... He wants to see a picture of a big hairy ass. Oh, here we go. Very nice. Oh, this is where these graphics come from. I'm just curious of... There seem to be a lot of white. Oh, blue has freeze. Blue has freeze effect. That's what I'm thinking of. Hmm. Ooh, where is this? Ah. Tapping creatures, here we go. Oh, it's primarily white. Where it freezes. Okay. See, twiddle. What the hell is twiddle? I want to know what twiddle is. Ah. I'll say, I did not know this existed. I shall be using it. But yeah, it certainly seems like white is a very sort of... See, the thing is I want green to be this faction's key sort of color, right? That's kind of my desire, and tapping is very much not a green style keyword. So tapping stuff is very, very white, and making those things just kind of, you know, if we're sort of making Ghost Trick in Magic, as Dermot says and as Dermot suggested, and I want to give it a go because it sounds very funny. Mostly just causing Dermot more pain sounds really fun. Ghost Trick in Magic. So making things just kind of not exist when they're tapped. Like, oh god, tapped creatures are phased out. Yu-Gi-Oh, to my understanding. Oh no. Imagine tapping a creature and that causing it to phase out. Yeah, that's very blue though. At least I think phasing is blue, right? Right? Phasing. Oh no, but whenever they declare attackers, all their shit phases out immediately. Oh, yeah, that's a really terrible idea. Yeah. It's like, I declare attackers, so you tap all your stuff, and they go, yeah. Just tap all their things and just, like, scatter their cards onto the floor. I'm pretty sure that's what phased out is in game, right? You just sort of like, just throw the card across the room and go pick it back up when it phases back in. That's how that works, right? That's my money. He's still a human noble gamer. I completely forgot about this. Maybe they care about... I'm trying to come up with a character for Serapis, Maybe he's... Ooh, yeah. That could be kind of interesting. See, him being able to do stuff like that sounds really cool. But I think, I'm thinking mechanics at the moment, but... Target attacking creature. Yeah. Yeah, phasing is like really not green at all. That could be something that Rain could do, to be fair. Honestly, we could put the fucking Ghost Trick stuff with Rain and her faction. Because blue... Green can untap stuff, yeah. Yeah, I think we're going to do that with Rain. I think we'll stick with Serapis for now, but Rain and her faction, the Lock Stars. Blue and white. Blue does phasing, white and blue do tapping, and red does other things, I guess. I don't know. Let's do that real quick. So Serapis, he cares about forcefully reuniting the kingdom. He wants to bring everyone back together. He doesn't just want to take the throne. He wants, like, all of his pretender siblings. Fucking banding, yeah. Like, we've gone back to banding again. Oh, no. Oh, you weren't even there for that. I tried to make banding. I tried to make a new version of banding. It's what the original formation was, and it was just the world. I wasn't ready. The world wasn't ready. No one's ever going to be ready for banding 2. If banding's so great, why isn't there a banding 2? Right, I'm going to have to add some fucking quotes. Gotta add human noble gamer as well. Yes, a classic. Bands with other banding creatures. Bands with other banding creatures. Good God. Why is it so long? Any banding creature can attack in a band as long as at least one has bands with other banding creatures. Bands of oh no. Bands with other lands. Bands with other banding boys. Just banding itself is like a whole text box. Fuck's sake. Okay, we're gonna have to quote that too. Fuck me. This is devolved from like intellectual game design or whatever into just making fucking jokes about banding and human noble gamers. I'm gonna keep him as a gamer, and like in 2 months' time, having completely forgotten about it and never noticed it, some rando is gonna come into chat and be like, "Why is this guy a human noble gamer?" It's just, oh Christ. So he cares about unity, which is very green. He cares about order, which is very white. And he's doing it in a bit of a yikes way, which is and yikes is very like yikes is a black keyword, I think. Because white is the color of control and order, is and stuff like that. Protection. Oh shit. protection from protection. Protection from protected. This opponent can't be blocked by a block target, dealt damage, or enchanted by anything protected. Just unprotected from the protected. No. See, I'm thinking like Outlast and stuff like that, but it's like I don't want to make an Abzan faction just Abzan 2 because that's boring. Struggling. Serapis is. Let's look at some primarily green mechanics. Let's do that. Green primary. Animating lands, artifact destruction, basic land counting, blocking extra creatures. Can't be countered. Destroy target creature with flying. Creature ball. Okay, daunt. Deal end damage to creature with flying. Enchantment destruction. Fight one-sided. Fog. Friendly to creatures, friendly to lands, increasing counters and or tokens. Goifs, life gain. Lure limited. Maro ability, this creature's power to the number of cards in our hand. Putting cards on the graveyard back into your library. Graveyard to hand, land from graveyard to hand, stalking. Super trample. Ooh, here we go. This I like this. Token gen. I'm also liking these. Is rally a keyword? It is, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna try something. Unite. Unites. Call of Duty, yes. Whenever this creature attacks, untap target you control. Again, it's very focused on attacking, which I'm not really sure how I feel about. Unites lands. Unite land. Hey, nice. Yeah, token generation seems a little more interesting. And maybe having those tokens be... Oh, here's something for flavor. Let's get some fucking flavor going here. Let's make him a warlock again. Sadly, he's not a gamer. We can ditch Unite because it's boring and stupid. I mean, it's not that bad. It doesn't really fit in the set, given the formation is already a very combat-oriented mechanic. So we have my thought, at least, is to go. No. He's a warlock, which I would say warlocks are chads. Yeah, warlocks are definitely chads. So Spider Silk knows. Is summon a keyword? Create. Wait, this creature cut, that's just defender. I'm a fucking moron. Maybe, yeah. I'm just thinking that he's a warlock of some kind, and he has some kind of power to like. I wanted to do spirits, and I was like, wait, no, that's just. I could ditch levy tokens, and make it so that he. No. What do you mean dud tokens? Like, so I would want to do spirits, but that's what, like, the Abzan care about spirits. Like the Abzan, like, target faction. I mean, they're blockers. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, right. Maybe he's like... Okay. Why is this not working? I've done something wrong here. Yup. Why is this not working? Oh, okay, right, it's literally just a space. Summon 10. No, I mean, he's not gonna do that. Or it could be... They literally do nothing. Yeah. This creature can't attack or block. And then it changes it to it. This token can't attack or block. So he summons... maybe he just, like, summons... He summons 5. Conduit of spirits. Maybe not conduit, maybe he's, I mean, it's a lot fairer than Avenger of Zendikar because all of those +1/+1 counters are going on creatures that can't attack or block, so... Yes. These are core faction abilities. So, whatever... Summon is a very boring name, but, yeah, actually. Yeah, he could be a payoff for summons. Serapis. Spirit Warper. He could have vigilance. Yeah, just vigilance, I think. Vigilance is very often in green and white, and I think is in black sometimes. Let's go to black tertiary. So if it is in black, it's definitely tertiary. Never mind, no it isn't. Vigilance. Whenever you summon, or whenever you create one or more spirit tokens, create twice that many instead. He's a 5/5 for 5 with vigilance, and he doubles your spirit tokens, and then he himself needs to be an outlet for sacrifice a spirit token. Maybe he can be like a 3/4. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I was thinking that you could just use, expend your tokens and pump him up and make him massive. But I kind of like that too. Yeah. Because if you're in a position where you've been building up spirit tokens all game, and then you drop like Serapis and through some bullshit, you drop Serapis and the next turn it's like, I sack all 15 of my spirit tokens. I win. Plus it's instant speed as well, so it's like this shit is this yeah. I think this is cool. I think we'll have to sort of take away a lot of the sacrifice aspect from Beauregard, like the Rucaster stuff. But I think having some overlap is okay, having some overlap I think is fine, as long as it's not everywhere. So now we just need a creature that summons. It doesn't even need to be a creature, it can just be an instant. Connection with spiritual connection. 1 green. Green or white. Oh, welcome in. It's going okay so far. It's, we're just very, very, very near the beginning. Oh, see, Ethan. I didn't see your message. Yeah, this could be an interesting cantrip. Yeah, summon 1, draw a card. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. And I think having one of the faction leaders be a planeswalker could actually be kind of cool. And this is where we go full ghost trick, he says. We'll see. We'll see. making tests at the moment. Let's have a think of. Asquatch. Teferi, Master of Time. Here he is. Phases out. Treat it as though anything attached to it doesn't exist until it controls the next step. There we go. So we can just stick in like phases out. I'm not 100% sure on this, but that could be sort of the idea, is tapping down your opponent's board. Maybe they don't really have like a keyword mechanic. Maybe it's just like, you just tap their stuff. Maybe you freeze their stuff. No, she's not the Sword of the Throne. Rain. Crown Seeker. Not sure, not sure. Okay, no, I think I have an idea. Yeah. Maybe they just phase things out. Yeah, maybe they just phase stuff out. Yeah. Tentative. Very tentative at the moment, but that could be interesting. I'm not sure if I want Rain to be a planeswalker either. I might just make her a creature for now. Fun keyword soup. Not keyword soup. creature type soup. I'm very on the fence about this, but fleeting riddance. Instant. Target creature or planeswalker phases out. It's just an instant. You just go, no, go away. Stop it. You arsehole. But 3 mana is a common. That's probably okay, actually. That's, it's just the next step up from tapping, I suppose. Seems fairly reasonable. Yeah, maybe that's what they care about, is they care about phasing things out and phasing things in. I should probably add it in... No, I won't actually need to do this at all. Blind obedience. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit mean. Maybe if it was non-land, non-creature permanents, your opponent controls enter the battlefield phased out. That would actually be a kind of interesting card. Except, it wouldn't be 2 mana, it would be like 4 mana or something. Hang on. Even playing field. Very, very test name. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. I don't think it's particularly ridiculous. It says other enchantments and artifacts and planeswalkers can kind of fuck off. Well, I think Hmm. Yeah, I kind of like this conceptually, but at the same time, I feel like I want Rain to feel like she's sort of a champion of the people, not some wizard lady who's a bit like Teferi. You know? I think the concept is there. Hmm. No, I don't like Renown. Renown seems boring. Let me just double check and make sure this is the same one I'm thinking of. Hmm. Yeah, the mechanic itself is yeah, when it deals combat damage to a player, yeah, that seems really awkward. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I'm not liking the phasing out thing. I think it's conceptually interesting and could be really cool, but I don't like it. Yeah, no. Maybe we ignore the maybe we ignore the renown keyword because it sucks and is dumb, and replace it just with the renowned status. That could be kind of interesting. So Rain is just renowned by default. Whenever attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on each other attacking creature you control. Maybe something like City's Blessing could be kind of interesting, but I don't know. This seems ridiculous. Maybe hexproof, I think, would be more flavorful. Just the concept of being renowned. Like, the ability renown, I'm not really interested in. OG Narset. Not sure if I don't really know this card. Narset Transcendent. Oh, she doesn't have a comma and everything. Holy shit. I'm not sure how, but oh, creature Narset. I was very confused. Yeah, that's... yeah. I'm not sure how I feel about Renowned, but I think it could be cool. I certainly like... At the very least, I'm going to keep this. Hexproof, other creatures you control have hexproof. Yeah. She's 6 mana though, so I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with like a mechanic right now. She's meant to be like an inspiring leader of some kind. Like a very very tired. She's not very tired, I am. Oh, so cool. Oh, I just didn't even clock that we're like 3 followers away from affiliate. That's super cool. Let's have a look and see, because her core color is white. Let's see what white sort of effects there are that are particularly relevant. I closed the page that Ethan put in. I can't find it. Ooh. Yeah. That could be kind of interesting. Maybe that's the mechanic. Is just legend. So we have, I tried to make Ghost Trick work, and it didn't fit, sadly. Damn it. But we have Everard. I think you were here for that, but we also have Serapis now. They're all about summoning, making spirit tokens, and abusing them. So, legend. Whenever this deals damage to a player, it becomes legendary. Choose a new name for it. No, she doesn't need to be a legend. She's already legendary. Arise is a keyword, isn't it? No, it isn't. Is glory a keyword? No, it isn't. Creatures you control have glory. It seems very one note. You're just trying to achieve a goal with every individual creature. And it is literally just renown, just with extra memes, because you can legally rename your creature to penis face or something. In a official Magic tournament, assuming assuming glory was printed as a mechanic as written. And admittedly, being able to, like, rules as written, rename your creature to penis face, sadly, don't think that would go down all too well. Other legendary opponents you control have indestructible. Creatures you control have glory. Yeah, no, I'm not liking this either. I'm not liking this either. This is the hardest one. So, I don't really like historic. Like, as a mechanic, anyway. Plus, there's a whole bunch of cards from Dominaria. I don't know if that would... I'm very confused. Let's see. White cares about banishing, blocking extra creatures, regeneration. damage prevention, damage redirection, defender, double strike, enchantment destruction, enchantress ability. Exiling cards from graveyard, first strike, flicker. Indestructible life gain, meddling, name a spell. No, her flavor is she's like the daughter of a bastard. She has a very loose tie to the throne, but is like marrying her way into the nobility to get herself a seat. She has a flavor, but I just don't know what. But we could do that to fill that, you know? And I'm pretty sure that's something that should be on a Tamiyo card as well. Because scrolls that are banned cards, that's literally Tamiyos, like moon scrolls. Yeah, maybe like an underdog kind of thing. Yeah, maybe she cares about weenies. That would make a lot of sense, I think. Yeah. Yeah, maybe she cares about weenies. Maybe she literally has a... hang on. Underdog. Oh, yeah, that could be kind of interesting. Maybe she herself is a 1/1. Like a 2-mana 1/1. She cares about equipment. Nah, it's just Nahiri. That could be interesting, but I'm more thinking of trying to think of like faction mechanics. Whenever this creature attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 for each 1/1 creature you control. No, it's too similar. It's too similar. Maybe she cares about. She could care about 1/1s. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it needs to be. Can't be dealt combat damage. Well, this is specifically a like this. If people are going to play this set, they're going to play this set on its own in a vacuum. So we don't need to worry about like crazy interactions like that. Yeah, also that, yeah. It's first strike. And the first strike literally doesn't mean anything. So there's yeah, Outlaw's Merriment is gonna go from an annoying card to play against to like really, really good, like really fast. Creatures you control with base power toughness 1/1 can't be dealt damage. Can't be dealt combat damage. Whenever Rain Crown Seeker attacks, it gets +1/+1 for each other creature. So that's Underdog. That's what Underdog is. When instead of Underdog, Underdog's kind of a stupid name, but it's a placeholder name, I suppose. So there is Underdog. So then we get Rebellious Farmhand. Costs red and white. Oh, just red. Or just white? Probably just white. Righteous Farmhand has Underdog. Is a creature, human, peasant. Human, peasant, warrior. He's just a 1/1 with Underdog, and he's a common. Could be a 0/1. Gather your swords, no plow will win the throne. Little joke for you there. Yeah, I like this a lot. And as a side note, a little fun minor mechanic is hell yeah. Oh shit. Gain 3 life and draw 2 cards. Try to be a sorcery. But this is unconnected to any of the factions. It's just noble exploitation. Seems really fitting, you know. Probably shouldn't be. Probably that's just an uncommon, I reckon. Nothing too crazy. But yeah, as additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice a peasant creature, gain 3 life, and draw 2 cards. It is Village Rites, just with an extra little piece. It's probably not very good, but that's fine. Okay. So that aside, we have now our factions. We have the Rucasters, who care about having more life, or care about all of their opponents having less life than them. We have the Anjets, who care about infighting between your opponents. We have the Ferox, who care about uniting together as a singular force. We have the Lockstars, who care about who care about 1/1 creatures and probably about peasants too. We have the Milston House Milston, who care about spirit tokens and basically aristocrat stuff. Yeah, I think this is pretty cool. I'm very happy with how this has come out. This is really cool. I think we will call it an evening there. I have had a quite fun evening. I will likely be continuing this at some stage next week. I'm not sure when specifically, but I will definitely be doing this at some point next week. I may just carry on with this instead of doing rank jank this week, because I'm still getting used to Zendikar, and like I now have 4 decks that are standard legal with Zendikar at the moment. It's very depressing, so I may do this instead of rank jank on Sunday. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with how this has come out. I will likely raid somebody now. I'm sure who is online. Finnerbin is streaming Fallout, so we can go and raid them. Yeah, sure, let's go do that. But yeah, I hope everybody's enjoyed themselves. I had a good time with this. I'm definitely going to carry on with this. This is a really good time. We got some cool designs. You know, 1/1s, fucking keyword soups. We got yes. Thank you very much for stopping by, folks. I shall start the raid now. Okay. See ya, folks. I'll be streaming some Pokemon Black tomorrow. Forgot to mention that. It's probably worth doing. I will be starting that. Yes. See ya.